Hey Alexa, yo, I said hey Alexa. I'm sorry, but hey Christianology, bam. Yeah, I know this video is not scripted. It's just coming from the dome, man. So we got unhinged black liberal can't handle the truth about black violence. Let's get to it. Let's listen to what he has to say, man. This bald headed camera camera glaze freaking almond. I don't know cashew, bro. Let's get to the video, man.
Hey there, Snowflake. Let me fix the numbers in your frosted right now. Black people are actually 13% of the population and make up 51% of the arrests, not the crime.
Oh, I've been waiting to get this dude. I've been waiting.
That's even worse. That's even worse. So you're not getting away with the crime. You're getting arrested. So you're 51%, y'all committed the crimes and 51% is getting arrested. How's that possible? So all of y'all criminals not smart enough to get away from the cops? All of y'all getting arrested?
This ain't no wasting no time. This dude, this bald head, peanut head dude, go online all the time and say the craziest things I've ever heard and give these obscure statistics that can't even be verified, some of which are not true, some of which are presented out of context so he can win a fake argument with himself. So here's one. I probably make 20 videos about this guy. He's always wrong. Here's a comment that was said and he responded to the comment. I'm going to respond and I'm going to put the evidence of what I'm saying actually in the description section. So his comment is that when black people, 12% of the population commit 51% of crimes, then you inevitably drop in and I don't know what it says, all right, because it cuts off there. But here's his response to this comment, and I'm going to obliterate his fake argument. Roll the clip.
Hey there, Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Let me fix the numbers in your frosted right now. Black people are actually 13% of the population and make up 51% of the arrests, not the crime.
Man, you know you so ignorant that you think you smart. I mean, he just doesn't possess self-awareness. Listen, he said that black people make up 13% of the population. It's subject to who knows if it's right or wrong. Some say 12, some say 13. Regardless, let's say 13. Then he said black people make up 51% of the arrests, as if that's better for black people. If we make up 50%, 51% of the arrests, I'll give you a stat. In Chicago, only 33% of the murders are solved. The rest of the murders, no one's arrested.
Cold case.
So how much more crime are black people committing that they don't get arrested for? And we all know in Chicago, most of the violence and most of the murder is black on black violence. So just put that together. Put the numbers together in your mind. They make up 51% of the murders. 51% of the arrests. Imagine the people that don't get arrested that commit the murders. So black people are probably making up about 70% of all the murders and violent crime in the country. A lot of them don't get arrested. Let's move on to his next point.
So black people being arrested more is a function of over-policing.
No, black people being arrested more is not a function of over-policing. Black people being arrested more is a function of black people committing more crimes per capita by far.
And black people also make up the majority of the exonerations that come out. I wonder why that is.
Now, when he say that, I have not seen that as a fact anywhere, that black people make up most of the exonerations. I haven't seen that. I haven't been able to verify that. I'll look that up. But that don't seem like that make no sense whatsoever.
Also, did you know that according to a Pew Research study poll that they did a couple...
Yeah, I'm not trying to clown my guy, but I'm trying to clown him. My guy look like a freaking feminist, lesbian, bald-headed, I don't know, say cancer patient. Like, I'm sorry, but that's what he looked like to me. So, God forgive me.
A couple of years ago that they found that black men were actually more likely than any other race to have consistent contact with their children.
Now, let me tell you how this makes, this is almost completely stupid. How do you verify consistent contact with their children? What does that actually mean?
Bro, look at the razor bumps on his face, bro. Stop shaving. You're a grown man. Let the stubble go. Like, look, see stubble? No razor bumps. Nothing. Look. Nothing. No razor bumps. You see that? Just stubble. Look at all that on his face, bro. You don't need to shave every time, man. Let your hair grow out. Be a man. Freaking almond.
And how does that benefit or affect black people in a positive way? You having contact versus your child living with you is two different things. So just because, and the stats show this, 64% of black children live in single parent families.
Terrible.
And then you go down to white folks, it says 74% of white children under 18 live with both parents. Think about this for a minute, my man. If 64% of black kids are in a single family home, it doesn't matter as much if daddy is calling him on the phone or visit him for the holidays if he's not physically having an attachment to the kid consistently in the household. When you have white people that, if I do the quick math, I mean, you're talking about less than 30% of white kids are born or are raised in single parent homes. So therefore, the contact is way more consistent because you live with the parent. So you're not making a point by saying black fathers have connections, but they're not living with their kids. Come on, man. If that was the case, then we would see the black population increase at a greater rate when it comes to violence, education, and everything because black dads are involved. No, they're not involved, and they're not living with their kids. Therefore, kids don't have consistent contact with dad. They're over-mothered. Mothers are being fathers and mothers. Clearly, every black person I know, except for a few, can attest to the fact that they live with a grandma or live with mama and daddy wasn't really involved. Every black woman that I dated from the time
My ex, bro. Shamey, I think two of my exes, bro. I don't think they had their daddies. No, they had a dad. They had a dad. So I'm sorry. One of them had a dad. I don't think the other one had a dad though. But it was all broken families. They weren't together anyway. So, I mean, I don't want to get in details, but I'm gonna get in details a little bit. So, so basically, I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry. So basically, her dad, what's it? Her mother. I'm sorry. Her mother got remarried. So her mother got remarried, and her dad also got remarried. So basically, I guess, but they're not together. I mean, they got back, they got married again, but it's still not the same. But it's something. It's better than nothing, right?
time I was in high school, all the way up to me getting married, had an issue with their daddy. All but one didn't know their daddy. One knew her daddy, but their parents were separated.
Yeah, same thing with me.
Come on, bro. Come on. They just be talking. Real life experience tells a different story. Roll the clip.
Because most of the studies and the articles that you would cite that talk about fatherless homes talk about like unmarried homes, and they don't actually talk about the contact that these kids have with their parents. Okay. Also, the majority of single parent households in America are white. I wonder what's that all about?
Another lie.
Now, I don't get how Homeboy is saying this. The majority of the single parent homes in America are white.
Okay, it makes sense.
If you're
Okay, if you're going to use the population because there's more white people in America than black people, then I guess you could say that. But if we're just taking this 30% of black people that's in America and 80 to 90% of them or their kids are raised by single people, single parents, how does it make sense? Let's get to the radio, man.
You're saying because the population of white people are so much more drastically larger than the population of black people, that when you say sheer numbers, maybe that's your point, but that doesn't mean anything because the per capita percentage of white kids are only 20-something% of them are raised in families without two parents. Over 60+% of black kids are raised in a family without two parents.
Right. Sad.
So which one is worse, the sheer number or the percentage? And let me just give you an example real quick because we got a little bit of time. If I had 100,000 people that were in my headquarters, I had 100,000 people, and let's say, I don't know, 1,000 people, are handicapped, couldn't read. Let's say 1,000 people couldn't read, right? And then another group of people only made up, 1,000 people total. And if 900 of them can't read. Which group you think is affected the most? 100,000 people and only 1% of them cannot read, or 1,000 people and 90+% of them can't read. Yeah, the total number says that the group that has 100,000 people, more of them can't read than the smaller group, but the percentage of people in that smaller group that can't read is astronomical. It is the same thing when it comes to being birthed into a single parent home. If you got a ton of people, yeah, the sheer number will be higher, but the density makes the population be affected more when it comes to single parent homes. Roll the clip.
Nobody is blaming white people for white on white crime. That's not happening. Go out and find me a news report in which we talk about fatherless homes in Appalachia as being one of the reasons behind the current opioid crisis that's happening.
All right, let me get to the white on white murders. I got this statistic, and I looked it up, and I'm gonna put all these links in the description section. This article reads, it says, black homicide rates are 7 to 8 times those of whites, though black people have a rate of poverty only 4 to 5 times more than whites. In about 80 to 90% of cases, the black victim was killed by another black, and 52% of the murder victims were acquaintances of the assailant. I'm gonna put this article right here. You can see it right here. I'm gonna put the article in the description section so you can read it. This man's just making up stuff. We're not talking about white on white crime. Well, black people are 7 to 8 times murdering each other more than white people are. What are you talking about, bro? It ain't even close. And why can't black people be better? Why can't our murder rate be less then? Okay. And I got the proof. You can say what you want, but I got the article right here.
Happening into rural white neighborhoods or single parent households. Go find that for me, because I would guarantee you won't find it. The people without color and their Mayo minions.
Mayo minions. Look how racist he is. Look, then if a white person was saying something about black people like this, they'd be mad.
Love to come on here with that white supremacist talking point without any fucking facts. Go off, Patriot.
Yeah, I can't wait to do more videos because I see his stuff.
Slap his bald head.
But everything that he said, I believe I adequately disproved, and I'm gonna put the articles in the description section.
Hey man, we talk about racism so much. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm just gonna end the video. If you're racist, hey, white people not racist, please. White people not racist. I'm begging you, white people not racist. I'm out.